Rome is expecting an estimated 35 million people to flock to the Eternal City in the Vatican for the Jubilee Year of Hope in 2025. To prepare the city for the celebrations and the influx of pilgrims, the Holy See is working hand in hand with the Mayor of Rome, Roberto Gualtieri.
The Jubilee is a special occasion because it is not traditional tourism. People come for a spiritual reason, but naturally, at the same time, they admire the beauty of Rome.
A Jubilee will be able to challenge you to understand more and more that you are in the presence of God who loves you and never abandon you.
A Jubilee year takes place once every 25 years, though the Pope can call for an extraordinary Jubilee year more often, such as in the case of the last Jubilee called by Pope Francis in 2016, the Year of Mercy. A key feature of any Jubilee is the opening of the Holy Doors, sealed. In Rome alone, there were around 20 million people who went through the Jubilee doors opened in papal basilicas during the last Jubilee of Mercy.
When the Holy Father will open the Holy Door and giving the Jubilee indulgence to our people, it means that this is an experience, a spiritual experience of mercy, of pardon, but it needs your conversion.
Jubilees have biblical roots, as the Mosaic era established Jubilee years to be held every 50 years for the freeing of slaves and forgiveness of debts as manifestations of God's mercy. The practice was re-established in Rome in the 14th century.
It is an ancient story. It was established by Pope Boniface VIII in 1300, and since then has regularly welcomed and attracted millions of pilgrims who come to Rome for deeply spiritual reasons. But it is a global event. This year, the 25th, will be a particularly significant Jubilee because Pope Francis has chosen to call it the Jubilee of Hope in a world that has seen a dramatic pandemic and today lives through the horrors of war.
Jubilees are planned years in advance, with the 2025 Year of Hope being no exception. The City of Rome is working on a number of infrastructural projects to make the experience better for pilgrims, and the Vatican for the spiritual preparations.
There is a lot of construction taking place, some right around the Vatican City, naturally, starting with the beautiful PS Square that we will realize, and which will unite in a sort of embrace Castel Sant'Angelo, Via della Conciliazione, and St. Peter's Square.
In preparation for the upcoming Jubilee, Pope Francis proclaimed this year a year of prayer.
Therefore, today we begin the year of prayer. That is, a year dedicated to rediscovering the great value and absolute need for prayer in personal life, in the life of the Church, and in the world.
Spiritual preparation for the Jubilee requires prayer, contemplation, and attending Holy Mass. The Vatican has also organized some books to help the faithful prepare and organized events called Schools of Prayer, where the Pope visits different parishes in Rome to give a catechesis on prayer.
How important is that, also this preparation for the Jubilee in prayer?
Since the Jubilee is a spiritual experience, you should find the coherent method in order to prepare it. And how you find another method except prayer? The prayer is the coherent way to prepare a spiritual event. To pray is to recognize that you are in the presence of God. And in each moment, God is beside you.
The Jubilee Year of Hope will begin this year with the opening of the Holy Door of St. Peter's Basilica on December the 24th.